What is going on, everyone? It is Angry Gamer Online, and today what I want to bring to you is a rundown of the fastest motorbike in GTA Online. Now firstly, in last place is the Battie 801. Now I was very surprised by this. I thought the Battie would be the fastest superbike here, simply because A, it's the most expensive, and B, it looks the most superbike-ish. Like, it looks the most like a sort of bike you'd see in the Superbike Championships, so I guess I just presumed that's going to be the quickest bike in GTA. However, in actual fact, out of the 4 bikes I tested, the 801 is the slowest. Now, it's actually slower than the bike in first place by quite a bit, and is a tiny bit slower than the 801 RR. I think the RR and the 801 are pretty much the same. Maybe the RR is a little bit quicker, I don't know. And up next we've got the RR. Now this is slightly quicker, not too much. It could just be my drive in this, but the RR is a little bit quicker. Oh, I don't really know what happened with the footage there, but whatever. You still get the idea of going around the same course. The course has got a good number of tight bends, sort of wide bends, and a few little straights. So of course we get a good sort of comparison of all the bikes, and we test all of the different characteristics, which is brilliant. Now I really don't know what happened with the footage here because the sound seems to be a little bit out, but whatever, you get the idea. I think one thing I want to say is with all of the bikes, they are very, very overpowered in the corners. Like as you can see here, the bike just goes around the corner at full speed, not even lifted off the throttle, and the guy just sort of leans down, hunkers down, and the bike flies around no trouble. Up next we have the Double T. Now, I was surprised that this beat the Battie because I never really rated the Double T before. I don't think it was that good in GTA 4, but this is definitely one of the fastest bikes. In fact, no, it's the second fastest bike out of the bikes I tested, and I would expect the second fastest bike in the game. Now one thing I would say about the Double T is it can often squirm and sort of go off in either direction without you doing anything. It's quite difficult to control out of all the bikes, and as you saw earlier I did go into that sign there, but I don't think that hurt the time too much. And there we go, there's the Double T finishing. And up next is the mighty Akuma. This bike absolutely trounced the competition, and I was really surprised. I never really rated the Akuma either. It's not one of my personal vehicles. I've always had the Battie as one of my personal vehicles because I like the look of it the best, and I always presumed it was the fastest up until now. Now the Akuma I think wins by about 2 seconds. It's about 2 seconds faster than the Double T. And yeah, it was really surprising, but this bike is also quite difficult to control. However, once you do get used to it, it is definitely the fastest bike. It has the best acceleration, and I think it is one of the best in the corners as well. One thing worth noting, in all these tests I've pushed forward on the left analog stick so that my character hunkers down, and that allows you to get the most amount of speed possible. Now I've tried to do that at all available times, simply to make it a fair test. And there we go, the Akuma is the fastest bike in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you in a bit.